Got a really easy recipe for you today. We're making creamy garlic chicken with roasted cremini mushrooms. And there's no can of cream of mushroom soup at all involved with this recipe. Everything's made from scratch. You're gonna love it. I got my chicken here. We're gonna prepare that. These are 2 chicken breasts. We're just gonna butterfly these, and we're gonna get these into 4 portions. And then we wanna hold our hand on top of our chicken, away from our knife. Always be aware of where your hands are when you're using a knife. And we're just gonna go down the middle here. Now we have 2 cutlets, and we'll do the same with our other. So we have our chicken portion, and then I like to take it, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then if you have a mallet or a meat tenderizer, you could use that. I just use a pan here. I have this small cast iron pan. It's going to tenderize it, and it's going to even it out. We want roughly to have an even thickness for our chicken breast so it cooks nice and even. Do the same for our other 2. Now we just want to season our chicken breast. Some salt, evenly distribute that, and some granulated garlic. Flip it over, same thing on the other side. All right, we got our chicken portion, pounded it out, seasoned it. Now we're just going to give it a quick dredge. It's going to give us a bit of a crust, make sure it won't stick in the pan. And I just have some all-purpose flour, and we're going to grate in some Parmigiano Reggiano. And that's really going to make this crust nice and flavorful. Good amount of cheese in there. Mix that up a bit. And now we'll just dredge our chicken. Make sure we get all the excess off. And put that aside. We'll do the same for the rest of our chicken. All right, chicken's all ready. It's all dredged. We're gonna go to the pan now. We're gonna do a quick cleanup, and we'll show you how we do it. We got the pan warming up here, medium-high heat. Gonna add a good amount of olive oil. Completely coat the bottom of our pan. We want this to get nice and hot, not smoking hot. We don't want to sear the chicken. We just want to get that nice color and just get that crust. We don't want to cook it through because we're going to finish doing that in the sauce. All right, we'll add our chicken, always away from us. Now we got 4 pieces, so I'll do this 2 at a time. We don't want to crowd the pan because then we're not going to get a nice color, not going to get a nice crust. We can see our crust forming on the chicken, getting nice color. We don't want it to burn, just nice golden brown. Give that a check. That looks nice. That looks perfect. Just another minute or so on this side, and then we'll do the rest for our other 2 pieces. All right, so our other 2 chicken breasts are looking really nice. Beautiful golden crust. These are ready to come off. Just put them in our tray. Love this Parmesan crust. All right, put this aside. All right, our chicken's nice and browned. Now we're just gonna take an onion here. This is a pretty large onion, so we'll use half this. Take our onion, the end off, in half. Keep this half for later use. Peel the skin. We just want to give this a small dice. That looks good. Scoop this up. We'll add it to our pan. So same pan we cooked our chicken in. Go right in with the onion. Hit that with some salt. We just want to sweat this down. Scraping off the bottom of the pan. Get any of those bits up. It's all just flavor. Right, let that go a couple of minutes. I got 9 cloves of garlic right here. Just fresh garlic cloves. And we're just going to smash them. We don't want to chop them up. We don't have to do that. We're going to put them in whole just like this. And when everything's done, they're going to be nice and cooked. Take the skin off. All right, the onion's got some great color. We got the garlic in here. That's cooking down. Now we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of some chicken stock and 1 1/4 cups heavy cream. So we just want to bring this up to a simmer. Just let it cook for a couple of minutes. Just let those flavors come together. In the meantime, I have my oven preheating to 450 degrees Fahrenheit or 232 degrees Celsius, and we're going to roast off those nice cremini mushrooms. This is pretty much our sauce. This is going to thicken up nicely. We're going to add the chicken back to it. The chicken's going to cook through, soak up all the flavor from the sauce. We're going to add a good amount of fresh grated Parmesan Reggiano cheese to this, at least a quarter cup. And that's all going to come together. All right, our cream sauce came to a simmer. I turned the heat down to very low. So we're just going to get these mushrooms ready. I got these cremini mushrooms, nice and washed. Always make sure you wash your mushrooms. A lot of dirt on them. Run them under cold water. Clean them with a dish towel. Or take a damp paper towel. Make sure you wipe off all that dirt. And then I want to cut these too small. So I'm going to have them. I'm going to cut them into about 6 pieces each. So I have the mushrooms all cut up here. This is a good size. Now we're just going to season these. And with some olive oil. Generous pinch of salt. Fresh cracked pepper. Give that a toss. Onto a tray, got lined with foil, and then we'll just add that to the oven when it's ready to go. At this point, we can add our Parmigiano Reggiano, and I like to add this before I salt and pepper it, because this is going to cook down. You got to get a lot of salt from the cheese. We'll add our chicken, and this is going to be when the magic happens, because this is all just going to cook together and really add flavor to this chicken. We just want this to have that nice gentle simmer, just to cook everything through. We'll let this go about 10 minutes. We want to cook the mushrooms last. They're not going to take too long in the oven. So the chicken's looking great. The sauce is reducing down. After 10 minutes, I flipped the chicken to make sure it cooks all the way through. Roasted our mushrooms about 7 minutes. I like to just add about half of these mushrooms to the cream, and that's just going to add more flavor. And I'll reserve the rest for the plate. And this is just about ready. Just want to give this a taste. Wow, that is really good. Just a little more fresh cracked pepper. Salt's good. Garlic is great. The garlic is like butter right now, basically. All right, so we'll shut this heat here. We'll go to the plate. Some of our chicken. Some mushrooms and garlic. Make sure we get plenty of that garlic cream sauce. Right over the chicken. My goodness, does this smell incredible. It's garlic, cream, and what's not to love about this? And then some of our reserved mushrooms right on top. Creamy garlic, chicken with mushrooms. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a bite of this. You ever make something and just by the smell, you know it's gonna be amazing? That's what this dish is. A little garlic, a mushroom, right in that sauce. I'm sorry. That is really so damn good. Give this recipe a try. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time.